28 here. Okay. Vent is open. Inflating distal, inflate proximal, inflating east.
You're not looking, huh? You're just looking at that. So?
Yeah.
28.
Now 28?
Yeah.
Excellent. So now I've made sure that I've de-aired it perfectly. Whatever I'm infusing in the balloon is
Right.
matching with the measurement we're getting via caliper. Okay.
But inside, it will not be 28 because there is pressure.
It should be 28 because it has three parts to it. Every part has a different compliance. Eventually, at the end of inflation, it becomes like a non-compliant balloon. So it has to go to 28.
Whatever there, it should be there.
Yeah. See, I'm not getting as much air. So now we'll just lock the vent.
Can stretch now.
I'll take this out. Right, we'll leave this here. And I have to flush the contrast out. So just give me a second. So to flush the vent, we use the vent port, which is the long port. And it flushes through here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right, so I'm opening this, and I'm opening that.
So it's only going that way?
It's
Yeah.
going through and
Through
then
a
shaft.
Ah, okay. And that's saline or
heparinizing.
heparin.
So it will not glow. That is the reason?
Yeah. Oh, this is contrast.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now, Bindu has already done it, but this is the slenderizer. We have to make sure we don't rotate this too much because it'll catch on the balloon internally, and the balloon will not inflate properly. So we just flush this. This is the stretching metal tube, right? So we'll flush that. And then we put the stretching metal tube through the golden slenderizer. See, it's going through.
And then it will stretch it.
It will stretch the balloon. You have to lock here first. Okay. So screw, unscrew, not too tight. Now there is a little hub
Yeah.
and there is a locking port. So now look and see what happens here. So I'm just going to push this straight and lock it. So now it has become slender. It can cross the septum much easier. Right? So now our Inui balloon is ready. It has been de-aired. It has been flushed. It has been slenderized. Right? This is our septum.
Aired, flushed,
This is the septal dilator. This is 14 French.
Where is the puncture?
So we'll use it to stretch the vein, go up the Inui wire, stretch the septum. Okay. And I was taught to do it in 3 passes. This is the stylet. This is what we will use to prolapse the balloon across the mitral valve after we position it in the left. This is the Mullins dilator. And this is what I will use to try and puncture the septum. Okay. The sheath we will not use. Can you open the BR?
Come one set, Billy. This is all together in one? Yeah. One set.
So this is 67 centimeters tall. And the BR needle is usually 71 centimeters tall.
This is 67. Sorry.
Which needle?
The BRK. Brockenborough needle. So the Brockenborough needle has a stylet, which we will take out. Right, I'm doing this part. It has a little lock. Right. Now it's locked, you can't flush through. And now it's open, you can flush through.
After this procedure, we will take all the equipment.
This marker here is what I will use to orientate the needle. So this is 12 o'clock position. So 12 o'clock here is 12 o'clock there. So the needle is pointing up. when we are inside the patient, once I've flushed it, what we need to do is to get to the 5 o'clock position. We're holding it like that. So 5 o'clock position, see, it's pointing this way. It's just, see, this goes in here, and goes in by feel, so you have to be really careful when advancing it. Let's hold it up.
It's like a,
Just, so one person will be holding it up. This will go in here like that. When you're going by feel, you may need to vary this inside the patient depending on their anatomy until you get here. Now, on the fluoro, we will see the sheath, the dilator will see the needle inside it.
okay.
And you have to make sure you don't come out of the dilator, otherwise you'll puncture the vein. Because this is 71, this is 67, so you have 4 centimeters of extra needle
So it'll only go out in the left atrium, right atrium.
in the right atrium. And you have to hold it like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll position it, 5 o'clock position, and then hold it like that. And then we come down and try and engage in the septum. Once we're engaged, confirm, and then we will pop. We will pop, take a measurement, and if we're in the atrium, we'll go in, come out with the needle, so this will fall in the left atrium. Right? So as you can see here, with the needle, if you pop out, you're only going to pop out this much. Right? So this is actually a safety mechanism, because if this goes inadvertently in the aorta, for example, you're only going to get a small hole in the aorta. You just pull out, wait, usually nothing happens. Whereas the needle, per se, is quite stiff and quite, but this is a safety mechanism in case you inadvertently puncture into a different structure. So this is also ready. This is also ready. Now, give us the wire, our regular wire. So this might be a problem. According to the box, this only takes a 32 wire. Or 32. This is 035, and this is 035, so I just want to
What is
test
our
it.
Terumo?
Terumo is 0.035. Yes.
0.35. We have a swan gam.
That also thing for
No,
the,
no.
for which one? If it goes with tight,
This is tight.
It will not
Doesn't
go.
go. Okay.
So the one thing we can do is use our coronary wires.
Yeah. You
Stiff,
Or we have
balance heavy.
for swan gams. It comes with a wire.
Swanga.
Doesn't come with a wire. Swan gam. So the only
Sometimes also nowadays 3 fair.
so the only thing that has a different wire is an intra-aortic balloon pump. But that is not separate.
But
right?
we have to not
Not separate. The Telashi doesn't have.
Nope.
Overnight is there, but on operative no.
Okay.
So I guess
Heavyweight?
balance heavyweight should be good.
We have heavyweight.
Yeah.
We have.
Heavyweight we can take that.
That's enough.